Low. Yeah.
They was to do 5-6 rounds. Why you wanna do 5-6 if you knock him out before? If was the fight was over. The fight was over. The more you do is just extras. Michael home today.
Come and get me, Mike. Come on. There we go. That's it right there. Perfect. That's one. Good one. Nice.
Go.
Come and get me, Mike.
Let's go,
There
Mike.
we go. Best round yet.
Yes.
Best round yet. Let's go. Come on, Mike. There we go. Using those legs now.
As the fight of the year draws near, Mike Tyson is wrapping up his final day of training camp with laser focus and intensity, preparing for his face-off against Jake Paul. The atmosphere in Tyson's camp has been electric, with his team maintaining a rigorous training regimen that combines the power, speed, and technique that earned Tyson his baddest man on the planet title.
You does better to the body. Very better to the body.
You're right, coach.
Mike, well, maybe I need 10 seconds. Put 10 seconds there.
At 58 years old, Tyson's training has involved a blend of traditional boxing drills and modern conditioning techniques tailored to maintain his endurance, power, and explosiveness. His workouts include grueling strength and conditioning routines, extensive sparring sessions, and rapid-fire pad work to maintain hand speed. Trainers report that Tyson's intensity is as high as it's ever been, and his discipline in these final moments speaks to his commitment to this match.
He wants to be there. He wants to
One
more time entertain people. He's a
three,
fighter, but he likes to entertain
4,
people.
7,
It is what he fight for. He fight for all those people he can see in the street.
20,
The people come to
1,
him and say, "You are the people's
2,
champ." So
3.
this is really motivate him to be in the gym from 8 a.m. to 6 p.m. every single day.
Physically, Tyson has adopted a regimen focusing on high-intensity interval training and mobility exercises to ensure he's in peak shape. His stamina has been boosted with endurance circuits and cardio drills aimed at preparing him for the fast-paced exchanges expected in the ring. Even as the oldest competitor in the fight, Tyson is showing remarkable adaptability, leveraging training tactics from his prime while incorporating updated techniques to accommodate his age.
We expect the biggest
8.
fight of the history. Why? Because we talk about Mike Tyson. We talk about Netflix, live on Netflix, something they never had before. Things like that you just can do with name like Mike Tyson.
Knowing that Paul is nearly 3 decades his junior, Tyson and his team have been meticulously strategizing. Tyson's focus has been on sharpening his signature moves, the powerful body shots and quick head combinations that once made him one of the most feared boxers in the world. However, his team has also been working on defensive drills to help avoid Paul's reach and youthful agility. Reports from inside the camp indicate that Tyson has been working on counterpunching techniques, expecting Paul to come forward aggressive. Tyson's camp wants him to exploit Jake's tendency to lunge, leaving openings that Tyson's power could exploit. Trainers have kept Tyson's sparring sessions focused on timing and movement, which will be crucial against Paul's reach advantage. The aim is to bring out a classic Tyson performance, maintaining high energy in short bursts to wear down his younger opponent.
Excellent, Mike. Excellent, Mike. Well, you break him. Unpredictable. Exactly, Mike. Beautiful roll, Mike. Excellent. Excellent.
For both die-hard fight fans and casual viewers, this matchup delivers a spectacle like no other. The clash of a legendary heavyweight champion, famous for his devastating power, with a rising star who transformed from internet sensation to fighter, is a storyline that feels straight out of a boxing fantasy. Social media is abuzz with training clips, promotional images, and fan theories, sparking conversations about whether Jake Paul's youth and reach can counter Tyson's wealth of experience and raw strength. However, a recent interview with Stephen A. Smith has given a glimpse into Tyson's mentality and preparations, and he has some bold words for his challenger. At 58, Mike Tyson is training with a fierce drive reminiscent of his prime, determined to prove he's still a formidable presence in the ring. In a recent interview, Tyson shared that he's been sparring for 8 rounds several times a week, relentlessly working to maintain both his sharpness and strength. "I feel in great condition," he told Smith, adding that he doesn't feel limited by his age. The former champ expressed confidence, stating, "I think I'm going to be able to handle the situation," alluding to his readiness nervous to step into the ring with Paul, despite the decades separating them. Smith probed Tyson for more details, eager to learn whether the former heavyweight champion planned to take it easy on 27-year-old Paul or was gearing up for a decisive knockout. With a sharp, unwavering look, Tyson didn't hesitate, replying, "I think I'm going to hurt him, yes?" His words quickly reverberated across sports channels and social media, fueling a wave of anticipation and debate about the intensity of Tyson's tactics once the fight begins. The boxing icon has been honing his skills with Brazilian coach Rafael Cordeiro, emphasizing endurance and power in his training, leaving no space for complacency. Tyson reveals that his workout routine remains strikingly similar to his peak years, featuring daily sessions that blend sparring, strength training, conditioning, and tactical exercises. "It's all about the basics," Tyson said. He added, "Give it everything you have 3 times a day." Although Tyson exudes confidence, he recognizes that Paul could adopt a defensive, evasive approach, using his movement to dodge Tyson's heavy blows. In a recent conversation with Mike Ducey from Fox 4 Dallas-Fort Worth, Tyson offered his insights on this possible strategy. "I don't see how he's going to fight by running all day," he said almost dismissively, implying that he's prepared to adapt and corner his opponent. Tyson's team has recently unveiled glimpses of his raw intensity in training. A few days ago, a video emerged showing the veteran delivering a crushing blow to a sparring partner, prompting Coach Cordeiro to step in and halt the session. For countless fans, this footage reinforced the notion that Tyson is taking this fight seriously, determined to prove once again why he was once regarded as the most intimidating figure in boxing. As the fight approaches in just a few days, speculation among fans is rife, not only about the outcome, but also about Tyson's future in the ring. Some are eager for a showdown with his old rival, Evander Holyfield, or even a rematch with Lennox Lewis. However, Tyson's attention remains fixed on November 15th, determined to demonstrate that he still possesses the ferocious knockout power that cemented his place in boxing history. In New York, the crowd's roar was deafening as they rallied behind Tyson, their cheers reverberating through the air. When Paul took the stage, he was met with a wave of boos, his entrance drowned out by the hostility. In stark contrast, Tyson was welcomed like a triumphant champion, his every step celebrated by the adoring fans. Paul, addressing the New York audience, told them to silence themselves and suggested they should be booing their own behavior. He then took aim at the city, likening it to Mike Tyson, claiming both were once great but had lost their edge over the years, before throwing in further jabs at the city's reputation.
"Hey, New York, shut the fuck up, New York. Hey, boo yourselves. Boo yourselves, New York. Hey, New York, New York, New York, you're just like Mike Tyson. You were good 20 years ago. You, New York. You. Dumbass Democratic City."
During the press conference, Paul seemed visibly on edge, having made a bold statement earlier in the evening, vowing to kill Tyson. Though he acknowledged his admiration and respect for Mike Tyson, he made it clear that their friendship was over. Paul proclaimed that on November 15th, he would knock Tyson out, proving himself the true victor. He described Tyson as old and insisted he would teach him a lesson, like he would a son. Tyson affirmed his readiness to fight, sharing that he's resumed training after temporarily stepping back on his doctor's advice. He confirmed the bout is set and expressed confidence in his preparation. While he admitted to a brief setback due to illness, he assured fans of his recovery and current health. He emphasized that he's fully prepared and intends to let his performance speak for itself when the fight begins.
And then from there, I think good, Mike. All right, on the bed. Yeah, go him again. No emotion. No emotion.
A UFC legend recently revealed the substantial payout Mike Tyson is set to receive for facing off against Jake Paul. Initially slated for July 20th at AT&T Stadium in Arlington, Texas, the highly anticipated showdown was unexpectedly postponed in June. Later that month, reports surfaced suggesting a new date, November 15th, with Netflix set to air the fight live. In a statement, co-founder of Most Valuable Promotions, Nakisa Badarian, said, "Our team has worked diligently with all parties involved to reschedule this monumental fight to a date that ensures both Jake Paul and Mike Tyson are fully prepared with equal training time, as well as allowing us to keep the event at AT&T Stadium in the midst of the Cowboys season." Badarian further added, "We appreciate the outstanding dedication, collaboration, and flexibility of our partners at Netflix and AT&T Stadium. Paul versus Tyson is the most cross-generational sporting event in history, and we are committed to providing fans worldwide with this unforgettable night of boxing live globally on Netflix. We look forward to seeing everyone on Friday, November 15th for a showdown that will be talked about for generations to come. Paul went on to taunt Mike Tyson by making critical remarks about New York City, Tyson's hometown. At the event on Sunday, Paul thrived in the spotlight, provoking loud boos from the New York crowd as he confidently vowed to shock everyone when he and Tyson finally step into the ring. Tyson, on the other hand, kept his composure, casually answering questions from ESPN analyst Ryan Clark, who led the press conference. During their face-off, the former heavyweight champion even playfully gave Paul a gentle shove, adding a touch of humor to the tension. When asked why he would agree to a fight against Paul despite their 30-year age difference, Tyson responded, "Because I can. Who else can do it but me? Who else is he gonna fight to make this happen? We just gotta listen to the fact we got a YouTuber fighting the greatest fighter that has ever lived." The matchup has sparked intense discussions among fans, with many questioning the logic of having Tyson, whose age and reflexes are perceived to be on the decline, face off against a significantly younger opponent. These concerns have only intensified due to recent challenges for Iron Mike, including a troubling flight mishap and a flare-up of an ulcer. However, Bradley Jr., at 40 years old, offers a different perspective, firmly believing that Tyson still has the ability to pull off a win reminiscent of his glory days. What drives this daring forecast? In a recent conversation with ProBox TV, Bradley Jr. proposed that a 2-minute round would allow the former heavyweight champion to fully showcase his explosive power. With a record of 50-6, Tyson could easily corner Paul, who holds a 10-1 record, and unleash a barrage of crushing body shots, overpowering him with relentless force. While many predict a victory for Tyson, there's a growing sense of unease about the prospect of him suffering a knockout loss. The once dominant champion seems far removed from his prime, grappling with issues like sciatica, hip surgery, and the difficulty of sustaining the endurance required for a professional fight. These concerns have even been echoed by UFC star Michael Chandler. Chandler stepped back from his analysis of Problem Child's last fight with Mike Perry, in which he was over 4 inches taller than his opponent and had a 20-pound weight advantage. He told Lucky Block, "Now it's Mike Tyson, who is 30 years older. Mike Tyson's about 60, and Jake's about 30. I love Mike Tyson. Nobody wants to see Mike Tyson get knocked out, but everybody wants